This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 20. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash, and double honor to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, who I learned this truth from. And peace and salutations to the elect that scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing this truth and sincerity and meekness without wavering, as well as risking their life for freedom to do so. This is your brother Aishayar from the GMS Cleveland Church, back with another lesson, and Lord willing, it is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. Okay, and we're going to jump right into it. The terrible one, okay, is talking about who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right? We call him so-called because look at this guy on the left, man. He's not white at all, man. His shirt's white. Neither is the guy on the right. He's not white. His shirt is. These people are red, man. All right, and they call him Agent Orange, man, on the left. But nevertheless, these people are red. That's how we identify who is who in the Bible. Because Esau, Edom, the brother of Jacob, he came out red all over. Okay, meaning what? His blood was translucent through his skin. You see? So this is why Edom, he was named Edom, because Edom means red. Adawam in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. All right, and these are the people, okay, that are the terrible ones that are going to be brought to naught when Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua redeems his elect and destroys the United States of America, because these are the people that's making somebody an offender for a word, as you see in the heading. Trump announces FBI anti-Semitism task force to arrest Americans for criticizing Israel. Okay, and we just, last week there was an article dealing with the ADF and the guy Greenberg and how he said there's going to be FBI surveillance and they're going to be FBI is going to be tracking and surveilling everybody who speaks about those people over there, okay, in the Holy Land, and they're going to be freezing bank accounts, man. Okay, this was just last week, so this is the second time in the 2 weeks that this is being brought up, man, showing you that persecution upon the church of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is about to come to pass, man. Not only on the church, but also on you other people out there, you other nations, even you so-called white people. He's about to come down on you as well, man. You see? Nobody's about to be shown mercy in the times to come from the so-called white man, because his demise is at hand. This is why he's doing all of these things, man. All right, to establish dominance once again, man. Okay, his empire is circling the drain. All right. So it says President Trump has just announced a sweeping nationwide crackdown on it's really Shem, right? Because Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, right? But they call it Sem because in the New Testament it was Sem, right? But it's really Shem. And there's not only one nation of people that are Semites, okay, Shemites, all right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, the Seminole Native American Indians, you are descendants of Shem as well. Okay, and so is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right? Then you also have the so-called Asians, so-called Japanese, so-called Chinese, okay, Elam, you see? They're also Shemites too, all right? You small hats are not only Shemites, man. You see? It says deploying FBI agents and Justice Department officials to 15 American cities and what the administration calls a task force to combat anti-Semitism.
It says, but beneath the feel-good headlines lies a disturbing truth. This isn't about protecting juice box Americans. This is about abandoning quote unquote American first, eroding constitutional rights to free speech, and surrendering U.S. sovereignty to Israel. See, showing you who controls the United States of America. It's those small hats, man. You see, these are the people that control the whole entire planet Earth, man. The small hats. When it says the beast that rideth, the whore that rideth upon the beast, yes, the whore is America, but who's controlling? Okay, America. It's these small hats, man. You see, they're the ones that's telling what nations they're using America, okay, as their enforcer. You see, they tell NATO need to join this war with Iran. That they need to join this war, and America goes and tell them that. But do they join the war? No, because even those NATO nations, okay, and those EU nations know that these small hats are not justified in what they're doing to Iran and also the people of Palestine. You see, every nation on the planet Earth knows that these people in the Holy Land are demons, man. You see, they know that they're the wicked. All right, and how do they know that? Well, through the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, starting with our elders and apostles, man. Okay, best believe every nation, okay, the head is every nation is watching the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. Okay, they're learning the truth about who these people really are. You even had the guy from Egypt back in the 70s. He said, man, there's no way these people can be the Jews. You see, because the Jews left black and they came back white. You see, that's not possible, man. And leprosy is a curse. You see, the Heavenly Father is not no pale-skinned person, man, and neither is his son. Okay, so these people are imposters, man. These people are professing to be Jacob, well, really they're Esau, man. Okay, so it says, and what he's doing is trying to get back the birthright. Okay, because remember, in Genesis the 25th chapter, he sold it. Okay, he sold his birthright for Jacob's venison. You see, and now he's doing whatever he has to do to get back that birthright, man. All right, and he's protecting it by trying to protect it by any means, his identity by any means. All right, because his identity, his power is in his secrecy, man. So it says Task Force Chairman Leo Terrell has openly admitted the federal government will quote unquote come in with a quote unquote full arsenal if local mayors and district attorneys fail to act according to Tel Aviv's dictates. But dictate what exactly? It says the administration is now positioning itself as the arbitrator of what constitutes acceptable speech and thought in America. And the standard being applied appears to align more with the interests of a foreign nation than with American constitutional values, man. Right. America is over with. Your freedoms, your constitution, all that shit is over with. Hey, the nigga Trump said months ago he doesn't care about the consumers, man. He don't care about how your pockets, man. He don't care about none of that. All he cares about is protecting those people over there, man. And I'm not talking about the Palestinians, man, or the Iranians, man. I'm talking about the enemies of those two peoples, those two nations, man. Okay, he's only out to protect the values of Pisrael, as the Apostle Tahar calls it, man. You see? So if you're in opposition, okay, to the views and ideologies of the small hats, guess what? You're now an enemy to them, and now they're gonna use American forces to come and get you, man. You see? This is wild, man. It says the FBI weapon against dissent, which let's see what dissent means. Dissent means the holding or expression of opinions at variance with those commonly or officially held. So the FBI is about to be used against domestic citizens, man. Okay. So once again, Isaiah 29
and 20. For the terrible one is brought to naught. This is a future prophecy. Because Esau is not brought to naught yet. Okay? He's going to be brought to naught when Yahweh Shah comes back and destroys the United States of America. And the scorner is consumed by what? Thermonuclear fire, man. And all that watch for iniquity are cut off. Who's watching for iniquity? Esau, Edom. It tells you that in Proverbs, the 4th chapter. They don't sleep unless they cause something to fall. Right? It says that make a man an offender for a word. What word? This truth, man. Okay? Telling you that having a pink parade in the Holy Land, that's not lawful, man. Those people are supposed to be deleted and unalived. Telling them that you're supposed to have a beard on your face. You're supposed to have garments down to the foot with fringes around it with a ribbon of blue. Okay? They're supposed to be pushing the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't do that. We tell the world that they're supposed to be upholding the law, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Bible. Okay? And now they're trying to make us an offender for that. It says, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. Right. The snare is what? Okay. He's about to start pushing forth laws that if you teach the Bible, okay, you're going to be in prison or even put to death. It says, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught, man. Right. And that's exactly what he does, man. You see? So it says, let's not forget the FBI's long and sordid history of spying on American citizens. From COINTELPRO to the surveillance of civil rights leaders, the Bureau has never hesitated to target political dissidents. Now they're being unleashed on 15 American cities, empowered to investigate quote-unquote failures by local prosecutors who refuse to charge certain cases. It says what happens when a local district attorney makes a judgment call that Washington agrees with. Under this new regime, the feds swoop in, conduct their own investigation, and threaten, pattern, and practice lawsuits that effectively strip local communities of their right to self-governance. So this is ultimate control, you see? Ultimate control. But I do have a precept. What's that? Amos. Is it Amos 5 and 15? Or is it Hosea? I want to say it's Amos 5 and 15. Well, it might be Hosea. All right, give me a second. It says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Hate gate. Yep, this is it. Amos 5 and 10. It says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. What's the gate? They're on the streets, man. Even the internet. All right. See, they hate us for rebuking them. All right. And says, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. See, they want to distance themselves from us, man. And how are they going to do that? By throwing us in prison. Okay, as it says in the book of Revelation, the 2nd chapter and the 10th verse, man. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Right, the devil is somebody who is opposed or plays the part and side with the devil, man. All right, in opposition to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, just a number of days, right? It can be in there from weeks, months, you know. Hey, however long the Lord allows him to have you in that position, man. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. So we have to keep this word. Even under intense amounts of pressure, man, we have to keep this word in order to receive that crown of life, man. Okay, which the crown of life means what? Deliverance from the destruction of the United States of America. Okay, and receiving that new body. Okay, and having the laws, statutes, and commandments implemented inside of us in that first resurrection that's mentioned in Revelation, the 20th chapter, man. That's the crown of life, man. See, you're not going to get that crown of life it's not going to be the kingdom is not, it's not going to be a walkthrough, man. There's going to be a tense amount of pressure because it says the dragon shall come down with great wrath, knowing that he have but a short time, man. Great wrath, all right? And he's not going to let up. It says the uncomfortable question, Why is Trump administration so aggressively pursuing this crackdown? Why are American taxpayers funding federal agents to police speech and thought on behalf of a foreign nation's interests? Right. You would think Americans would stop paying taxes, all right, after they found this out, but no. You know, what do? They continue on, man. It says this the land of unwalled villages, roughly paraphrasing, where they dwell without care. You see, these people are over here are fucking zombies, man. You see, and some of them are waking up, and that's why Esau is doing what he's doing. It says the evidence suggests that the administration is being driven by forces far removed from the American people. When the FBI is used to enforce a narrow, foreign aligned definition of hate, quote unquote, that criminalizes political dissent, we have abandoned the very principle this nation was founded upon, man. Esau, we're pretty much in the New World Order as we speak. We have been in it since so-called 1913, when this place was bought out by the Federal Reserve, man. And who controls the Federal Reserve? The international banking families, which are who? The small hats, man. Okay, ish people, man. All right? Specifically the Rothschilds, man. You see, because they're the ones that's calling the shots. All right? It says a betrayal of sovereignty. The administration has hinted at targeting New York, Los Angeles, Seattle, Tacoma, and St. Louis, cities with diverse populations and vocal critics of U.S. foreign policy. So, hey, man, you know, this could possibly be towards the end of this year. You know, the mayor or governor, whatever he is, Mamdani of New York, which is he's a paid agent, if you might say. He's a paid controlled opposition. I believe I seen a video of him speaking out against the atrocities that's being done to the Palestinians, man. So they're gonna come down on him, and guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna come down on the people, cause he loves his life, man. All right, and he's really a Judas goat. You see, all these politicians are Judas goats, man. All right. It says the message is clear. If you question the actions of the Israeli government, intelligence agencies, or military, you risk being labeled a criminal and targeted by federal law enforcement. This is betrayal of quote unquote America first. Instead of focusing on American communities that need help, struggling veterans, decaying infrastructure, the opioid crisis, violent crime, the administration is diverting precious resources to police ideology on behalf of a foreign nation. When the federal government holds the power to determine which speech is protected and which is criminal, the First Amendment becomes meaningless. And when that power is wielded to silence dissent against foreign policy, we have ceased to be a free nation. You see, so hey, America, like I said, man, it's no longer land of the free, home of the brave, man. You people are pussies, man. You see, and I'm not inciting a riot or anything like that, you know, because the scriptures talk about Egyptian against Egyptian, so it's going to be civil war regardless. You see, but it's like you people have not acted upon it yet, and that's because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has truly rocked you asleep, and He's in control of all things. And the scriptures say He does not stir nor He does not move nor stir them, so said measure be fulfilled. You see, so everything's on a dime of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. These people aren't going to wake up until, the hyperinflation kicks in and they're not able to feed themselves or sustain their lifestyles, man. You see, even though these people are fucked up as is already, man, struggling. You see, you would think they would riot because of taxes, like their forefathers did. You see, but no, they don't care about none of that shit, man. They don't even care about the Epstein files no more, man. You see? So it's like a dark cloud over America and its citizens here, man. But not of the elect. We not sleep as do others, man. As it says in First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. But it says this is not about anti-Semitism. This is about control. This is about using the machinery of the federal government to enforce a foreign agenda and crush any American who dares to question it. Trump promised, quote unquote, America first. What we're seeing instead is Israel, quote unquote, first. And America's sovereignty, free speech, and constitutional rights are the casualties. The quote unquote hate police are coming to a city near you, and they're not coming to protect you, they're coming to silence you, man. So let's grab a precept and then I'm gonna close out, man. All right. Because, like you said, they're not coming to protect you, they're coming to silence you, man. You see? So this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you," talking about the elect. Okay, some of the elect are going to be taken away, "and feed you, being idle," meaning what? In the concentration camp or re-education camp, as they call it. What are they going to feed you with? Things offered unto idols, which is what? Ultimately that MOTB, man. You see, that's what he wants to the elect to bow the knee to, meaning submit and take it, right? But they're not going to, all right? The elect are not going to take the MOTB. It says, "And they that consent unto them," because there's going to be 2/3 of our people that do, as well as the rest of the heathens here, all right? Some heathens aren't going to take it, but they're going to die anyway, all right? "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot, because you have submitted to the devil," all right? You have submitted to Esau, Edom, all right? And now he has complete control over you, all right? "And there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua," which all Israel feels Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in some way, you see. So there's going to be a great insurrection upon the cities, okay? And they mentioned 5 cities, okay? And there's going to be way more cities than that, you know. So it's going to be a great insurrection, which means what? An uprising, okay? It says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." Because ultimately, this is about the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. You know, everybody else Esau doesn't care about, man. His whole purpose is to destroy and have the nation of Israel take this MOTB, man. This is his main target, okay? And he's going to come down. Okay, he's going to come down real heavy, man. So I want to get this word wrath in the etymon, then I'm going to close out. The word wrath means anger, angry, right? Well, let's see what wrath means. It says angry, literally tormented or twisted, right? Yeah, Esau has a sick, twisted mindset, man. He has things that he wants to do to our people, right? You can look up what he did to our people in chattel slavery. You can see what he did to the Northern Kingdom during encomienda, right? All the torture tactics that he did in order for them to bow the knee, okay, and submit. He's going to try to do those things again, man. Not try, but he's going to. Okay, he's even going to put the elect in a torture attack. He's going to torture the elect, but it's going to be to no avail, man. Because the Lord is going to give us a stand. He's going to lift up a standard, right? Meaning he's going to give us spiritual power to endure whatever is being brought upon us, man. But as far as 2/3 of our people, you know, you're through, man. Okay, because you have no faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says angry, offended, to turn, bend. All right, so it says angry, offended. You see, so when somebody's offended, right? Let's look up the word offended. To disobey or sin against, right? Hit, attack, injure, sin against, antagonize, excite to anger, to hit, thrust, or strike against, to stumble, commit a fault, displease, trespass against, provoke, right? One of the things is injure. Esau's his what is the word? His
damn, what is the word? We have injured his empire, for lack of better words. I was thinking of something else, another word. But yeah, he's injured, man. Hit dogs holler. You see? So, when the truth comes out and somebody reacts carnally and they want to do harm to you, it's more than likely, and it's 100% because, like they say, the truth hurts, man. You see, hit dogs holler, and Esau Edom is that hit dog, man. You see, now he wants to use violent force upon those who tell the truth about who he is, man. All right? So I'm going to close out. Lord willing, this is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash, and double honor to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to the elect. Kwam Yashar Allah Shalom, Wa Abba Babal.